Hi everyone, I'm here today just to talk a little bit on how S&OP app has been designed and developed in Brazil. I think that this is a great example of how agile thinking and design have come alive in a very short period of time. We have been able to leverage on the scale of an plan along with a lot of customization to understand deeply how Brazil S&OP process and also Brazil is structured to sail in the country. And this has been great. Many of the opportunities we have had historically on how to integrate the forecast, how to manage events, how to have a full integration with the sales teams and different regions have been all incorporated into this tool, and now we can say that we really have a tool that fully manages all the events at the level of granularity that we need for the country.
So here in Brazil we have a business complexity in terms of taxes, supply chain blueprint, extension. Brazil it's not only from the business side as complex as India, but even bigger in terms of territory. Market, it's very volatile, so we struggle sometimes with sales terms and volumes, inflation. We really have a very dynamic process that we need to support with the right technology.
It has been designed at many hands, including the global team, along with huge effort from the local planning team and involvement from finance, sales, marketing, etc., designing together a tool that can really step change the way we are doing the S&OP process here. I think that one of the great things is we started that back in August last year. By December we were already testing the tool with a huge amount of customizations that were made for Brazil, but it's still leveraging on the same platform and design that we have and fully integrated with our current systems.
The initial effort to guarantee the correct information in the app with all master data and complexity of requirements is really huge. It's a continued process with adjustment and validation until we get all the information aligned with the current plan that we have and guarantee that all the drivers are classified with their impacts in each bucket that we want.
The S&OP app implementation in Brazil brought us a lot of benefits, not only in our work routine, but also in the S&OP process improvement itself. Okay, summarizing the most important improvements, the tools enables the standardization of the bottom-up forecast construction and guarantees a cross-category management of demand drivers. Nowadays we have a lot of Excel sheet, every DP working with his or her own file, and the app brought us the standardization of this process. Also it allows for a deep dive discussion in a channel and region level, which beforehand we were unable to do so because of the Excel and APO, and this does not allow these tools does not allow us to work with this channel and region disaggregation. The app also brings the possibility of one online vision of the volume and value forecast, so we can connect much more our volume forecast and our value forecast and see online the impacts on the P&L of every activity and action that we plan and plug in the forecast.
Why we needed so much to have S&OP app here in Brazil. The first point, it's APO. And the demand drivers management were not enough for us. We needed a more extensive list, and mainly APO do not manage channel region. It's not only APO, but it's also about Excel files. We have multiple Excel files across categories, different in between. We always pursue harmonization, but of course it's very hard to keep up this harmonization when you have a very customized tool. So this way we have harmonized not only in home, personal care and foods, but food solutions, ice cream, and even the new acquisition Materra.
Another benefit of having this online tool and information is that we are able to analyze our triangulation, foreseeing the effect of our activities in trade stock and sellout. The app has a specific dashboard which shows us the top-down validation, selling, trade stock and sellout.
On reconciliations, we had, based on this Excel multiple files and a lot of teams involved in the entire S&OP process, multiple reconciliations to validate numbers. So here we do not only have the demand planning side, but the supply planning side on the gaps that we retrieve from the supply review, but also we have the financial simulator, and we for sure we're going to be connected with the Cash App tool. So it's all integrated, and it will reduce, of course, the amount of time that we invest on validating that the same number is displayed for all over the team. Last pain point that we were suffering a lot is to reconcile the gap in between volume and value. How to address that? We have multiple hierarchies, the finance one, the demand planning one, the sales one, how to make everything to talk and converge in the same point to say, this is my gap and I can cover this in a different way.
After this effort is when you are going to take advantage of the tool.
So it has been instrumental effort from how to use technology to change our processes. Today we are at the stage of deploying that and incorporating that into all the processes, along with the transformation that comes within S&OP Lite.
The tool is fully aligned with global S&OP Lite program, which has a target of 50% of time and effort reduction in the whole S&OP process.
The tool today is fully operational. All the demand planners are using it actively to manage all the demands. We have been able to do both the full bottom-up, getting the demand drivers from APO, being able to manage within the S&OP app all the demand drivers, but also I think one of the critical parts of our customization was to include a top-down validation, where we can understand how much of those demand drivers are contributing to incremental share, trade stock variations, and market movements that are fully incorporated and aggregated into the app. That brings us intelligence to make business decisions while we are at each one of the S&OP forums as a business. And I think that the latest add that we have given to that is Domo, which is a tool that is helping us, specifically managers and above, to have a clear visualization, fast visualization of all the information that is already available within a plan at the palm of everyone's hands at the business.
Very nice graphic interface and the capacity to give us a very detailed information with agility, in the same time where you can check in a top-down validation the overview of each category.
And we are very delighted to see how all the interfaces see the benefit on a full bottom-up database system that helps us to manage events and have educated decisions based on data. So I'm very glad for all the work that has been done, clear effort on how we can, from design to implementation, do things very fast at Unilever and bring value to the company at the end of the day. So thanks to everyone involved, and it's still a long way to go, but we're going to be very successful on that, and technology has supported us a lot in this journey.
So we are really glad to have S&OP app in Brazil.